first graders, welcome back. It's me, Mrs. Lamb. We're going to continue with CKLA, Listening and Learning, Domain 2, the human body. Today's story is titled, What a Complicated Network. And today, guys, it's our last visit with Dr. Wellbody. I know, but she has so many other children to teach about how to keep their bodies healthy. We have to share. So let's get her in and see what she wants to tell us about today. This is the last time that I, Dr. Wellbody, the rhyming pediatrician, will meet with you. I've had a great time getting to know you, and I hope you've learned a lot. Here's a poem that talks about some of the things we've discovered. I have a special body, and it just belongs to me. There are some parts on my outside and others I can't see. I know about my body from my heels up to my head, 'cause I've listened well to all that Dr. Wellbody has said. The parts that make my body keep me healthy and alive, they are joined in groups called systems. I've learned about all 5. There are skeletal and muscular, which helps me stand and move, and the system called digestive that makes fuel out of food. My heart and vessels move my blood, that's known as circulation. My nerves work with my brain to get and process information. The systems form a network. It's as amazing as can be that this complicated network makes the person that is me. After all we've learned about our amazing bodies, I'll bet that now you'll be able to answer the questions I asked you when we very first met. Let's go through them and see what you know. How many bones do you have? There are over 200 joined together to form your skeleton. Your skeleton keeps you standing tall. Your bones are joined together by joints wherever you can bend or move, like your knees, arms, and shoulders. Some of your bones protect the softer parts of your body. Remember what protects your brain? That's right, your skull. And what bones protect your heart? Right again, your ribs. Which muscle is the biggest in your body? It's your gluteus maximus, or buttock muscle. And remember, you have 2 of those. Did you know that you use muscles every time you move? Often, you decide when you want to move your muscles. For example, you have control over when you raise your arm or lift your leg. But some muscles work by themselves without you having to think about them. Does anyone remember what we call the muscle that works like a pump all day and all night to keep you alive? Right again, it's your heart. Why does your body still have food in it today that you ate 2 days ago? Food moves slowly through your body. It takes time for your body to digest food, taking all the nutrients from it that your body needs before getting rid of the waste. Food goes from your mouth, down your esophagus, and into your stomach before reaching your intestines. The saliva in your mouth and the juices in your stomach help break it down. Nutrients are absorbed into your bloodstream from your small intestine. The waste passes into your large intestine. And you get rid of that when you go to the bathroom. How long does it take for your blood to circulate all around your body? It only takes about 1 minute. Your heart muscle works hard to pump your blood all around. The blood moves through your blood vessels. Does anyone remember what the blood carries with it on its superhighway? The blood carries oxygen from your lungs to all parts of your body. It carries nutrients from your food too. Your heart works night and day to keep your blood circulating. What controls your 5 senses? Your brain! Excellent! You find out about the world through your senses by seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, and feeling. Nerves that connect to your spinal cord carry this information to your brain. Your brain is not only in charge of your senses, it also controls your thinking, learning, speech, and memory. That's how you can answer all these questions because of your big, beautiful brains. It controls the movements you make and many other things your body does. Your brain is the control center of your body. Remember that none of the systems of your body can work properly unless you take care of them. That means eating nutritious food and drinking plenty of water. exercise, keeping clean, and getting plenty of sleep. Oh, and don't forget to visit a doctor like me for checkups. Now, before we say goodbye, here's one final rhyme for you to learn and take away with you. I've got a complicated body, but I understand it well. Its systems form a network to keep me feeling swell. I'll take good care of my body. I'll exercise and rest. I promise to eat healthy foods and to stay clean. I'll do my best. Well, guys, it's time for me to go. I've had a wonderful time learning with you, but that's it for Dr. Wellbody. Bye. Oh man, Dr. Wellbody had to go. Well, we have learned so much from her, and it is fair that we share her with other students as well. But I do have some questions for you about what you learned with her. Are you ready? So my first question is, what system of the body includes joints? Which system includes your joints? It is your skeletal system. Remember, joints are where we bend. Skeletal. And what system of the body includes the gluteus maximus? Which system includes the gluteus maximus? Excellent, your muscular system. Do you remember where your gluteus maximus is? I'll give you a clue. You're probably sitting on it. It's your bottom. So like we said, the gluteus maximus is part of your muscular system. Okay, let's keep going. What system of the body includes your brain? Right again, it is your nervous system, and I see yours hard at work. Your nervous system includes your brain. Okay, so what system of your body includes your intestines? Which system includes the intestines as one of its organs? Oh, I heard it. Somebody got it right. Yes, it is your digestive system. Your intestines are part of your digestive system. Digestive system. Remember we talked about it? First you chew, swallow, squeeze, churn, absorb, and release. Those other two parts weren't in the title, but it really does speak to what your intestines are doing. Remember, your small intestines absorb the nutrients from your food, and your large intestines allow you to release the waste, the parts of your food you don't need. Okay, I have just one more question for you, and that is, what system of your body includes your blood? Wow, you've been paying such great attention. You're right again. It is your circulatory system. And remember, that's that circular motion of the blood through your body. So it is your circulatory system. Great job reviewing your systems with me today. I think that we have earned a brain break. And in honor of our last story, I think we should make a call back to our first brain break with a good round of head, shoulders, knees, and toes. You ready? Okay. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouths and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. That was fun. All right, so just one more thing I want to do with you, and that is to talk about the word complicated. Can you say the word complicated with me? Complicated, good. So if something is complicated, it has many parts, making it hard to understand or difficult to do. For example, I found the directions to your house very complicated because I had to make so many turns. That is an example of something that can be complicated. So what I'm going to do for you now is to provide some examples. And the really cool thing about the word complicated is what's complicated for you may not be complicated for somebody else. So there's a little bit of leeway in the answers to these questions. So my first example is sailing a boat. That is complicated or that is not complicated? Thank you for sharing that. For me, that is complicated. And for you, maybe you've been sailing your whole life and you're wonderful on a boat, and that's something that is not complicated for you. Let's try another example. Jumping rope. I love the differences in your answers. For me, that is not complicated. I like jumping rope. That's a really good way to get exercise in too. How about eating breakfast? Eating breakfast. That is complicated or that is not complicated? Correct. You as a first grader, that is not complicated. What about driving a car? I thought you would all say that. You're right, that is complicated. To me, not so much. I've been doing it for a little while. I think I'm pretty good at it by now. Okay, how about listening to music? That is complicated or that is not complicated? That is not complicated. Good job. And last one, tying shoelaces. Oh wow, I heard all kinds of answers, and you're right because you are in first grade. For some of you, that is complicated, and for others, that is not complicated. But don't worry, soon enough, this will be not complicated for everybody. I've had a wonderful time discussing the complicated systems and networks that make up our bodies and make them work. But that's all we have time for today. Until next time, bye!